Oh, hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Good afternoon. Recently, I took my wife's Mercedes-Benz 2013 ML350 to get it, get an oil change as well as an inspection sticker. We need one here on the East Coast every year for smog. Anyway, it failed. Why?
Good morning, this is David. I'm a certified technician here at Mercedes-Benz of Huntington. I'm working on the vehicle right now. While performing your multi-point inspection and looking the car over for the New York State inspection, I did notice a few things I wanted to bring to your attention. Now, I did notice your rear springs are cracked. As you can see there, your rear springs are cracked. You have a really bad oil leak coming from the transfer case. Looks like it's been leaking for a while. You have an oil leak coming from the front cylinder covers on both sides. As you can see there, it's been dripping down onto the alternator. A few other things I recommend are your filters, as you can see there. Your cabin filters as well need replacing. I also noticed the brake pedal felt a little spongy. I do recommend a brake flush as well. If you have any questions, feel free to contact your service advisor, and hope you have a good day.
So I don't know how the rear spring had a crack on the first two coils, but either way it needed to be changed. And they wouldn't pass her car unless they changed the springs. I guess I could have done it myself, but it wasn't going to pass inspection, you know what I mean? And I don't exactly have a lift to get it high enough so that I could drop it. I don't have a spring compression tool, and it could have been pretty dangerous if I just tried to crowbar it out. So I said, I really don't have the means to do it, even though I know I could probably do it, you know? So she let them do it. One spring, $1,500. Is that nuts or what? The spring itself costs like $100. Anyhow, also, the cabin air filters on here needed to be changed. The cabin air filter consists of two small ones that are horizontal and one big one that's vertical to the outside. So 3 cabin air filters. They were going to charge her $224. Here's the 2 small horizontal ones, $20 on eBay, and the big one on the outside, $18.99 on eBay. So I'm going to try to do that myself. They didn't say anything about the main engine filter, which is this size, has the 2 diagonal diamond-shaped orange things here. They didn't say anything about this, but I saw it on eBay and it was only $20. So I figured I'd keep it. Also, if it didn't need it, it fits for my E350 also. So good thing to have 2. Anyway, changing the air filters isn't like it used to be, where you have a carbureted engine and that big round thing, you just take the wing nut off and slip the new filter in. It's not like that anymore. There's a whole production to removing the top cowling of the engine cover, as well as the side hoses, the mass air sensor switch. There's a bunch of star type screws that you release to remove the entire module, where you can remove the area where this is enclosed. Also, the side for the cabin air filters is a door you gotta open. Take that out, slide the 2 things out, put them back in again. It's a whole production, which is why I'm doing a video on it, because if it only took 2 seconds, what fun would a 2-second video be, right? Anyway, let's get to it. In addition, there were some oil leaks on here that are from the transfer case and the front valve covers. You ready for this? The estimate was for the front, $1,300. For the transfer case seal, $1,400. Look, I understand that over the years, it's a 2013, so 9 years old, you know what I mean? over the years, you're gonna have the gaskets wear out. And honestly, when you park the car somewhere and then you drive away, is there a huge puddle of oil? There isn't. There's not even a drop. So while there is a slight oil leak, does that justify me spending $3,200 to fix the oil leaks on a car that's 2013? No. Maybe I should just use one of those Lucas Oil stop leaks. Would you guys put that in your car? Leave it in the comments if you would put those stop leak type solvents into your engine in a Mercedes. Would you do that? So I'm thinking about doing that. Anyway, here's the cover. I believe it just comes off like that. Just like that. So look, while you look in the engine compartment these days on newer cars, it's just like nothing. You can't see anything. It's just like covers, right? But if you take it off, it starts to look like an engine. I shouldn't put that there. So I just took some time to think about something. The major part of this assembly is to get to the main air filter, which they didn't say you needed. So why am I going to go through all this trouble to remove this, to change an air filter that doesn't need to be changed? So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to save that until I do have to do it, or if I have to do my other car. So I'm just going to change the cabin air filters, which is what they said required replacement. So this part just comes right off. I guess the video is going to be faster than I thought. And wow, that looks really complicated. Like I have no idea. There's two clips here. There's a clip here. Ooh, that was kind of easy. This thing comes off. I guess it's like the intake face. And right there. That's the outside air filter. See, it has this tab there. Really flimsy looking. I mean, yeah, it's a little dirty, but it's not terrible. They just want to try to make money off you. As long as I'm here, I might as well change it. It was only $20. Now look, if you paid the $244 to change it, that wouldn't be worth it. How the hell do you get this off? How do you get that off? Do I gotta take something out? Holy cow, look. How do I get that out of there? And those two don't look that dirty either. Tell you, they just wanna rip you off over at the Stealership. So I just grabbed it and pulled it up. Look, those guys at the Stealership are a bunch of assholes. You don't need to change it. It's clean. The only thing that was slightly dirty was the outside one. You don't have to change this. This is clean. Look, it's like new. Unbelievable. Well, you know what? I'll keep it anyway. Look, I'm just going to change the outside air because look, these are clean. And the reason why they're clean was because she had this car in like last year for the mildew smell coming from the air vents. When you turn on the vent or the AC or something, you have that mildew smell. So they had sort of a bulletin on that. So they changed it. I don't know if it was for free, but I think she did pay something. But look, these are OEM filters, and if you look closely, this is that color, the gray, and it's super clean. You don't need to change this. Just to show you what the new ones look like. See? It's identical. That one you could feel was better quality, thicker. But it's also gray and clean. So I'm not going to change the two on the inside because why fix something that's not broken, right? But here should be the outside one that I guess could use cleaning. As you can see, this is just the element, it's not like as made as good quality as the original OEM Mercedes one. As you can see, this says Mercedes-Benz on it. This was what probably cost 80 bucks out of the 224. And honestly, the nerve of them to charge $200 an hour for labor, because changing an air filter doesn't take more than 15 minutes. At least I hope it doesn't. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and change this. This is the only thing we're doing today, because I'm telling you, if they told you to change those things and it wasn't dirty, and they didn't mention anything about this one, I guarantee you that one's clean, so why bother doing it, right? Make sense? Yes. Crap, now I don't remember if I put it in this way or that way. Now this part's the dirty part, so it's probably the outside. And this lip goes like that, so I'm gonna put this in this way. Put the top in first because of the tabs, and slip the bottom in. You just got to get it in there nicely. Normally I would keep this thing for in case of an emergency, but honestly at 20 bucks, just gonna chuck it, even though it is original. All right, how did this go again?
Now just put this back.
So that's a lesson for you. Don't really trust the dealership. They're just trying to weasel money out of you. That's why they call it the Stealership. They steal from you. They tell you that you needed new cabin air filters, yet the only one they needed was one out of the three, not all three, but yet they're ready to charge you $244 for something I bought for $40. At the end of the day, I didn't need to change the two on the inside because they were super clean, like new. And I just bought this in case I needed it, which I can use for that car too. 20 bucks. So don't go and spend $244 at the Stealership when you can do something pretty simple by yourself for 40. Thanks a lot for joining me on today's Don't Trust the Stealership. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.